She lies there in the heart of the city of the sun, place where I'll lay when my days are done by the banks.
If you guys can take a look, these plaques right here, this is the time capsule.
Let's go through the time capsule.
Let's go to the time warp. Let's go back to 1973.
Let's go.
Exactly. I was born 1973, but I grew up in the 80s, so I'm officially screwed up. Okay? Just like the rest of us that grew up in the 80s, we're like, hey, remember when MTV actually played videos?
Yeah.
Wasn't that cool? Instead of like, oh my god, all this feelings shows and all that crap.
The reality.
And all these reality crap and everything that's on it. Anyhow, this is the time capsule. All right. Now here in the year 2000, the Concordia Heirtage Association buried some unique prominent items like news, technology, inside time capsules, and buried them here. And it's going to be excavated in 2025. All right. So imagine what we're going to pull out from there. We're probably going to pull out an iPod shuffle, and we're going to look at the iPod and look at it like. An iPod? I can't use these guys. You know, who knows? 2025, the iPod might just be inserted in your ear or something. You know, technology will become really small. Other things, newspaper articles, stuff that made the year 2000. So who knows? Whenever this is excavated, we'll truly see what's inside of there. Okay. What happens here in paranormal terms is when this stuff was dug up, there was a lot of ectoplasmic mist. There is a lady in white that likes to appear from right behind over here, from the Masonic area, running all the way down to... Okay, anybody else? Ouija boards, yes or no? Do you guys like Ouija boards? No. Anybody would ever play with one again? Why? I'll tell you later. I kind of tell you. Okay, yeah, it does lead to a story, but why won't you guys play with a Ouija board?
It's a portal.
It's a portal to the spirits.
Exactly, it's a portal to the spirit world. Whenever you play with a Ouija board, either positively or negatively, or you just get together with your homegirls and say, but let's see if I can find out about my boyfriend or whatever. No, it ain't gonna. Is he cheating on me? If you think he's cheating on you, he's cheating on you. All right. A couple of teenagers here that brought a Ouija board here to the cemetery. They wanted to communicate with the dead. Well, you're at a cemetery. I guarantee you will communicate with something. All right. What a dumb way to do it. But these kids actually emailed me and told me the story about what happened here. They brought a Ouija board, and they had there was a little stump right behind you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. If you look really hard, you can see right through it. Okay. It might look familiar. This is a sign that kind of like the "You Are Here" sign up there in the front by Yandel. You know, we were all there. This is one of the places we're going to put those maps. So the money that is collected throughout our tours goes to those things, and also to graffiti removal and upkeep of the cemetery. So we're hoping to put one of the signs here as well. Now I tell you this, guys, to stop here because you see there's a lot of mist all around us. It's not mist, it's the dust that we're kicking up as we walk. There's a lot of us here. So there's some people over here, and there's a lot of dust activity. If you look through, for example, you're looking through your flashlight, you see all that dust that's there? Yeah. Kind of looks like a lightsaber. I am your mother. Anyhow, you'll be able to see all the dust. When you take pictures, I guarantee it's going to be dust. Okay? So it's going to be kind of hard to tell between an orb and also a dust particle. All right? Now, if somebody can point their flashlight, you see where that gated fence is right there, and the gated grave? There's a cool buddy of mine, his name's Chris Medina. Hi Chris, he's a local author, not like local, crazy. And right there at that location was the spot where the headless apparition was seen. Now it's just a headless apparition, it looks like a floating t-shirt, but you can see right through it. It appeared right there where that gated grave is. Let's walk a little bit further. I remember starting these tours that these monuments were on the stumps right here. And ever since then, people have thrown them. So that's why when we do these tours, we help pay for people to help us lift these things, remove graffiti that was on these monuments. Because, you know, to me, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. This is really nice. I would like something like this with my name on it. Can you imagine? Henry, right there in the thing. Nobody's gonna visit it, so I'm gonna put a Budweiser machine. I'm gonna put a couple of benches there. Maybe a big screen TV in the back, playing the game. That'll be fun, But that's one of the unfortunate things that happened with Bridget and the Caples family. Okay. Now I'll take you. Mr. Caples, Richard Caples, was once mayor of El Paso. Back in I believe it was 1869. He was mayor of El Paso. He is entombed forever and never and ever with his wife. Ladies, can you imagine being entombed with your husband for the rest of eternity? Gee, pobre de ella. But the reason why that it's sealed up right there on the door is because a lot of vandals would go inside the vault and spend the night. A couple of Satanists and other weirdos would go inside the vault and take pieces of the jewelry, of clothing and bodies and all that. Mrs. Caples' head and her right hand were missing until recently, where her head was removed, supposedly, was returned. Supposedly it was her head, and also her right hand. Her right hand, once returned, turned into ivory. I don't know what the process is of mummification, why it does that, but the story is that her right hand is now ivory. So because of that, the Concordia Heirtage sealed up the entrance, left a little opening there, so that way air can at least flow through. That's why you'll see a little holes and stuff, and a hole in the back of the monument, back of the vault, so that way air can just go ahead and breathe right on through. And a lot of orbs all around the vault. Whenever a person would try to touch the actual doorway of the vault, some people claim that they can hear a scream or a yell inside. So if you'd like, touch it. Go ahead and take a look at it. I want you to touch it. Touch it.
I'll touch it.
Everybody at the same time. What? Oh, I think that's to the house. And I told my mom, Ama, I saw a ghost, and she was like, "See, cabrón." Whatever, dude. So I told her a story now, and she's like, "You know what? I saw the same lady." So now she's believed me. Now that I was mi hijo's a ghost hunter, ¿tú crees? Whatever. But now that I do this, now all the stories are coming up. So that's my first experience. I was scared out of myself that night, and I don't get scared anymore because I've been in rooms with a lot of dark shadows, demons. I know what angels feel like. I married one, so I know what that's like. Going back to the story is that I've been scared before, but not like that. So getting the nerve scared out of me at such a young age kind of prepared me to see what I see now, as far as shadows and other things. I mean, I could look at a demon in the face straight, but I'll tell you this: you don't know bravery unless you know fear. And I've said that to a bunch of soldiers from Fort Bliss, and they can tell you the same thing. All right, so tip my hat to them.